once in a big city, there was a really rich restaurant owner who had everything he wanted, and his restaurant was the best known in town, as well as had the best food and, of course, the best business. Now, out in the back, in the alleyway behind the restaurant, there was a beggar by the name of Lazarus. Now, Lazarus was always hungry because he was a beggar and he wanted food, obviously. But he was even willing to go so far as to take it out of dumpsters, if necessary, to eat. But the rich man's restaurant's dumpsters was always locked. And Lazarus had a skin condition which caused him to have sores that would weep, as the saying would go. So he really couldn't travel a whole lot of distance. Over a period of time, Lazarus found a lottery ticket that somebody had dropped. And to his blessing, that lottery ticket was worth $100 million. So he was able to get himself taken care of with his skin condition and live quite comfortably for the rest of his life. Unlike Lazarus, the rich man restaurant owner's life changed for the worse. He was arrested for tax evasion, and then he was also brought in for racketeering charges, which added to his tax evasion problem. A couple months later, as the ex-rich man was being taken into court in a chain gang with others, he happened to look down the hall and see in the building Lazarus with a judge that he knew from his restaurant. So he started yelling to the judge, "Come on, come over here, come over here." The judge couldn't avoid it, so he went on over to see what the ex-rich man wanted. The ex-rich man asked the judge to have Lazarus send him some things that he needed in prison, as well as come and visit him. The judge looked at him and said, "While you owned the restaurant, you lived high on the hog. You had the very best for yourself, and Lazarus had nothing, even though he was right outside your door. Now Lazarus is well off and comfortable, and you are in bad shape, to say the least. And besides, to do that, there would be many legal reasons why he shouldn't, and I will not let him do that." The ex-rich man then begged for the judge to please have Lazarus go and tell his 5 brothers to not do what he has done and to avoid it so that they would not end up like he had had. The judge just looked at him and said, "Your brothers have lawyers and accountants and everybody else there to give them advice on what not to do. And if they're not willing to listen to them, then why should Lazarus go and talk to him?" The rich man said, "But no, they won't believe them. Those lawyers and accountants are as crooked as they can be. If they see somebody who is seeing how I am and what condition I am in, they'll believe them. Honestly, they'll believe them." The judge just looked at him sternly and said, "If they won't believe honest lawyers and accountants, they won't believe a man who has seen you and knows what kind of condition you're in. Let them follow the ones that they want to follow. But they have the choice to make." And with that, the judge turned and walked away, taking Lazarus out of the courthouse with him.